I think we've reached a point where people are consuming more content than ever and somehow feeling less connected than ever. The average person spends around 7 hours a day looking at a screen. 7 hours. And after all that scrolling, a lot of people still feel empty, not inspired, not fulfilled, not even entertained sometimes. Just numb. And what's interesting is psychologists are studying this. Creators are talking about this. Social media companies are fully aware that this is happening. They're aware of the dopamine overflows, the overstimulation, the endless scrolling, and then we are forgetting everything we consumed. And also, there's that mental exhaustion after being online all day. But I honestly don't think most people realize the Bible already described this feeling thousands of years ago. Solomon had influence, money, pleasure, knowledge, everything that people chase online today. People are chasing status, attention, we're chasing validation, we're chasing that success that we see other people have. And we are also chasing that having everything feeling. And for Solomon, after experiencing all of this, his conclusion was vanity of vanities. All is vanity. Empty. And honestly, I don't think that's a coincidence anymore. If you're new here, my name is Yao. You can call me Yao Did That. And lately I've been thinking a lot why modern content looks better than ever, but somehow feels emotionally empty. And I'm not saying this as somebody outside of it. I make content too. I edit the videos. I study the creators. I scroll through social media. I get inspired by creative culture. You know, I love the creativity online nowadays. The explosion in creativity is just out of this world. Technology is allowing us to express creativity in so many different ways now. Video content is looking better. Everything is just evolving. Creators are becoming more talented than ever nowadays due to the resources that's available to us. But lately, I've generally started to feel like something is off. So in this video, I just want to explore that idea. I think somewhere along the way, content stopped being about expression and started becoming about performance. Every single thing now feel optimized. You got to optimize your thumbnails. You got to optimize your hooks. You got to optimize your own personality. Everything that's authentic now feels optimized sometimes. You got to fake a certain relatability. You have people performing their vulnerability. You have creators acting real. You have trends controlling people's personalities now. It's getting weird. And, people are chasing the algorithm. They're chasing what's trending. And I think creators are starting to feel pressure to constantly stay visible online. Much more like a musician will feel the pressure to constantly stay relevant. All right? And if you disappear for too long, people forget about you. Your algorithm slows down, your views drop, and then your engagement drops. There's always pressure to constantly upload, to stay on a tight content schedule. There are people who fear that they will one day become irrelevant. There are people getting burnt out from this lifestyle, and people just trying their best to stay active. And social media is now becoming a job mentally. So now people feel pressure to constantly feed the internet. And honestly, I don't even fully blame creators for this. The internet rewards speed now. Faster content, more content, shorter attention spans. Everybody's fighting for attention. You got TikTok culture. You got reaction content. You got viral trends some people just need to follow. You got content farms now. It's now quantity over meaning. And honestly, I've felt this personally too. There are times I'll spend hours editing something just to upload it and later scroll past it and feel absolutely nothing. I go through all that editing fatigue. I go through all that burnout. I go through all that emotional disconnect. I'm obsessing myself over analytics, numbers, and I'm checking views way too much. It gets out of hand. Like, the process becomes more about staying active than actually saying something that's meaningful or impactful. And I think a lot of creatives quietly feel this way right now, especially creatives who actually care about what they make. And creators are now losing passion. They're making content just to post. They are creating disconnect from their art now. Because eventually you start asking yourself, am I creating this because I genuinely have something to say, or because I feel pressure to stay relevant? And I think that question is becoming more and more common than what people realize. I also think modern content has trained people to constantly consume without ever processing anything deeply. We scroll, we laugh, we swipe, and we repeat. And eventually everything starts to blend together. Nothing sticks anymore, and people start forgetting videos instantly. As soon as you watch, you scroll up, that's it, gone. Consuming without thinking about it also creates that blur. Information now becomes information overload. You get too much information at one time, your brain is not retaining anything. And now you have an emotional numbness. Certain thing that's supposed to hit emotionally is no longer hitting no more. And it's not because people are dumb. I honestly think we were never designed to process this much information all at one time. Every single app is fighting for your attention with notifications, with videos, with drama, trends, people's opinions, music. And after a while, your brain just starts craving stimulation constantly. We're constantly checking our phones unconsciously. Our boredom creates that uncomfortable feeling. We have to be entertained. Our silence and solitude now becomes rare. It's a rare moment to even get that nowadays. And we're always needing some kind of noise. I don't know about you, but some people have a hard time falling asleep at night in silence. We have something now called doom scrolling. You're destroying yourself as you scroll. You're scrolling to your doom. And now we have more short attention spans. We have shorter attention spans because of this. And maybe that's why honest content stands out so much more now. Because I think people are starving for something real. Real conversations, real peace, real purpose, and real connections. People are wanting more authentic content. People are exhausted from these fake personalities, these loud YouTubers. And people just want honesty online now. People want clarity, transparency, and honesty online. And honestly, I think Solomon understood something thousands of years ago that people are just now rediscovering in the digital age. You can consume endlessly and still feel empty inside. Because human beings, we were created for more than just stimulation. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that. People have spiritual hunger. People want a sense of meaning. People need a sense of purpose. We are all searching for fulfillment now. and we're trying to fulfill internal emptiness with something externally. And honestly, I don't think content itself it's the problem. I think is what people are trying to replace with content. Because no amount of scrolling can replace peace, purpose, real connection, or identity. Maybe that emptiness people feel after hours online isn't random. Maybe it's revealing something deeper. But let me know what you think in the comments. Have you been thinking about this too? Or am I overthinking it?